everyone, welcome back to another video from Winter Forest. Today we are talking about the leetcode challenge. Today's challenge is called the course scheduled. There are a total of a number of courses you have to take, labeled from 0 to counters -1. Basically, you will have an input is number of courses you're going to take, and the prerequisites is for the dependency. So you're going to build a graph, and the prerequisites is the age. So I have searched online. I have a different way to solve this problem. I just found this somebody talk about the use a degree. It's the easy for me to understand it. So what is degree? Basically, we're going to use Q and degree. So for example, in here, the first example, take the long pen. And we just use an invalid example, so you have an input. So number is 4, you're going to finish. Then you have a 1 depend on 0, and 2 depend on 1, 2 depend on 3, then you have 3 depend on 2. We're going to find push this in and like a graph, and what is the degree? Degree is the pointer to it. So like it is the age. For example, in here, if we draw a graph, we need to finish 0 to do course 1. But we also need to finish 1 before do 2. We need to finish 3. We're going to do 3. Did you see? We're going to do 3. But before we do 3, we're going to do 2 first. But we do 2, also need to do 3. So in here, if I rub this off, we have a circle in here. So basically, just need to do a graph search, find they have the circle. But if we use the degree way, then will be very easy to understand it. So in here, you always no pointer to 0. So it means this one is degree is 0. The 1 degree have a 1 pointer to it. The degree it is 1. The second one have a 1 and 2 degree. And the number 3 it have a 2 pointer to it, 3 pointer to somebody else. So it have a 1. And then you have a Q. But first, you push it to the Q, it is 0, the current occurs in the 0. And we have a define a count. We continue push this up until this is 0. We're going to increase the count by 1 because I could finish this. That means once I pop, because this is 0, so I could they have no dependency, I could finish this course. Do number 1, so number 1 is be available. So number 1 previous had degree is 1, now it becomes 0, and the number 1 be pushed in. And I could do number 1, and now I'm going to finish number 1, course number 1. And once I finish course number 1, and number 1 couldn't remove, so nobody depend on number 1, and the 2 degree by minus equal to 1. And then I finish the 2 course. So now I finish 2 course. Now I'm going to do the 2. I cannot do 2 because do 2 I need to do 3 first. So I'm going to do 3. But I'm going to do 3 I cannot do because 3 degree is 1. I need to do 2 first. So did you see I'm running on a circle? I cannot finish the course. In this case, I only loop 1, 2, 3, 4. I loop n times or only loop 4 times. If the n minus, so given you, if n equal to the count, so if I loop these times, I can finish the course. It means I can finish, otherwise cannot finish. Give an example is can finish. So if you have a course, no circle, you definitely can finish. For you have a 1.22, or so you have a 0 depend on 1, 1 also depend on 1. You see, the 0 degree is 1, and the 1, and then 0 degree is 0, and then 1 degree is 0. So actually, when you push the in, you can direct put the up, push in, push out, then the count equal to 1. You loop the ones. Push in, put out, the count equal to 2. And then just do the 2 times, and you already, all of the degree is 0. So you definitely can finish this one. So just let's write the code. It will more make sense. So basically, we have a number of the course. The input, it is number of the course. We're going to finish it. So we're going to loop up to n minus 1. And then we are going to remember this in degree. We have a map. Because we first need to build the graph, so each integer depends on list of a subject. So we're going to build this one. This dependency in the graph is called edge. Then we're going to loop this dependency. So we just say for loop. This is an array of array. We just use PR. We're going to build the edge. So we get, you see, we get the first one and found the dependency. So either the dependency is this value, the 0, the 1 value, or it is empty array. I'll just copy in case I type in wrong. When we start a loop, we just find each number's degree. And if we find one, we just add one, increase this value by 1. And now the graph build is finished, we're going to do the queue. We have a count by default equal to 0. Just copy paste. We always, did you see here, we always start the 0 position. So if the degree is 0, we just add into the queue our first echo. If the queue is not empty, we have the current value will point to this one popped up. But we increase the count only this value. We finish this course, so we pull this out, decrease one. So only when we finish, we only find the degree current value is 0. So means finished, this course can be finished. So finished one course. If everybody contain this one, so the edge be contained by somebody else. Otherwise, the degree current one is not 0. So we're going to loop the second, another one, pull out, finish the dependency first. For edge, in edge, if this count, after the count plus, so this is 0, we do count plus, we also going to decrease the label's edge, because I finished this one, so this 1 degree is supposed to decrease by 1. But this, once you degrade this one, you need to find this number equal to 0, then you could add to the queue. Means this can be popped up. So this one, no more dependency, means this one can be to finish. So you put in the queue and you go into in here, then you pop up, then you just finish another course. Once you finish all of it, So the course until you count. So it means once you finish the queue is empty, once you finish the count equal to n, that means it is true because you can finish the course. For here in this example, you cannot finish because you cannot put 2 in. You also cannot put 3 in because in here you have a dependence on them. So even the queue is empty, both of them cannot push the in. In here you push the 0 in, you DQ. And you cannot push this in, but you could push 1 in first, then DQ, and this one be, and last one push in, then you pop it up. So you're going to finish. So that is used in degreed way. Just let's run the code and see if I have a syntax issue. Yeah, it is fine, and the first test is passed, so we could safely submit the code. It accepted. Thank you for watching. Hope you find this helpful. Bye.